Hey Aquarius, it's Mary with Seer. This is your sorry about that. This is your July 1st through the 15th Oracle and Tarot reading 2020. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you're hanging in there with this all the stuff, all the shifts, all the changes, all the eclipses, all the oh, it's kind of chaotic, right? Sorry, my back is hurting. I'm just trying to get comfortable here. Whew. Okay. And still speaking to the mic somewhat. Let me twist a little bit. Goodness. All right, so we're going to do a soul activation spread. It's only 4 cards. So these are new cards. These are energy oracle cards. Very, very cool. Okay, so the first card is going to be your soul card, okay? Goddess of the Moon, and this is reversed. And this is a 52, which is 7. 7 always reminds me of, like, divinity. It's kind of the space between the 3D and the ethereal heaven, between heaven and earth, okay? It's a space where messages come through, where knowledge, it's like, how do we connect the two? That would be through the number 7 or messages, intuition, stuff like that. So the next card is your past. So in the past, we have anxiety. Okay, it's 18, which is a 9. 9 is almost completion of that part of the journey, right? Anxiety. Next card is you now. This would be journey 2. It's a bit of a crossroads here. Number 2 is typically about decisions. Last card here is the activation card. And this would be 27. This is a card of walking away. So we got quite a theme going on here, don't we? Something about here that's, well, I'll just read it. These ones I'll read because they're new and they have different insights that's not always obvious, So let's talk about the Goddess of the Moon reversed. This card reversed reveals blocked intuition, inner disconnect, or a sense of living in the dark. You have a deep desire to know your purpose and truth, but you can feel distance at this time. This is a message of dissatisfaction where your inner life is concerned. It's possible that extreme worry, and discontent are the obstacles to the inner peace and wisdom you seek. If so, you need to let that go and renew your faith in yourself and your eternal spirit. Get out of your own way and release the fear that's blocking the truth of your blessed eternal nature. So sorry, it's this throat chakra thing. Your soul, your higher self, knows you best, so allow stillness in your life. Listen to the stirring of your own intuitive voice and trust what you receive. That's a tough one, huh? To be still. Sometimes for an air sign, it's hard to still that mind, right? There is an affirmation for this. I have a strong intuitive voice. I freely receive guidance, and I understand and trust in the messages I receive. So sorry. There's words. There's something, when I get that, it's like there's things that need to be spoken or said. Yeah, it said spoken. Yeah. So it's like speaking your truth. I'm sorry, I'm so uncomfortable. my lower back is just screaming, and I don't want to not do your reading, so I really apologize for being all. But this might be the way you feel, right? That's why I'm all over the place. Let's keep going. Let's talk about the anxiety, and this would be the past. Sometimes, Aquarius, there's power in being comfortable with being uncomfortable. Okay? So, the next card is worry or distress. The woman on this card is filled with anxiety, worrying about something that causes her a great deal of discomfort. Receiving this card upright may indicate that, I need to turn the page, and that you're experiencing a time of increasing stress, perhaps even a situation that you find yourself brooding about much of the time. However, if you'll notice the scene outside the window, the storm is distant and perhaps even moving away. Whatever is going on, this card is telling you to release the worry and let yourself relax. Brooding and fretting will never solve things. So trust in yourself and your process. When you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you're far more likely to receive the solutions that you seek. There's this thing when we have anxiety sometimes that says, I got to do something, I got to do something. And you know, things that are done with that anxious energy, it's just not good. You know? Because some things pass, right? Some things pass. Interesting. So here's your affirmation for this card. I let go of fear and worry. I assume the best and live in peace. All is well. Because things always work out for you, right? They always work out for us. It's hard to understand sometimes at the time. I totally feel your anxiety too. Let's do the next card. This would be you right now. Okay, so this is the journey card. It's number 2. I really want to try to do 6 readings. I'm on the 3rd one. Hopefully I'll be able to. So, this is movement, relocation, and travel. Pack your bags. The journey card foretells upcoming travel or a shift in location. It may be as simple as a vacation retreat or class or even a work-related trip. This card could also signal a move of residence to or a job relocation. The upright position indicates that the plan should go off without a hitch. Still, be clear about your motivations and mindful of logistics. All of life is a journey, and this card is telling you that you have something exciting and inspiring adventures ahead. This is you now. Boy, that kind of flipped, right? The energy flipped. Here's your affirmation. I am attracting wonderful new adventures to me. My life is a blessing, taking me to new places inside and out. Now, the next card, this is your activation. And this would be the card of walking away. And I tell you, it feels a little hard when we think about walking away from anything. But walking away many times means we're walking towards something better. We're walking away for something better, to get something better. Okay? Let go, moving on. This is the activation. Okay? So this card shows someone walking away from an existing situation. She is closing the gate behind her and she is walking away into a misty, unknown future. This card upright reveals that it could be time for you to make a similar decision. There may be something that you're finished with, perhaps a career goal, a relationship, or a long-term experience of any kind. The familiarity, oh my gosh, of the situation may be enticing, but you're now ready to look at your options on the open road ahead. In reality, it is an important new beginning. In reality, an important new beginning is at hand. And my gosh, there's some resistance here, Aquarius. But we know that how you do like adventures. Although, I think you're a fixed sign, I'm pretty sure, right? Okay. So, the card also indicates that now would be a good time to let go of an old habit, emotional pattern, or false belief. No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may be, you now have the power to release it and move on to a freer, healthier way of thinking and relating to yourself and others. That's really beautiful. Whether it is in the inner or outer world, this card is telling you that you have the readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. Now, Aquarius. Just kidding. We're all big boys and girls, right? Here's your affirmation. It is safe and comfortable for me to move on. I consider all my options and then take action on my own behalf. So this is really interesting, not being able to see what's coming, maybe feeling blocked due to anxiety. And then here's the anxiety, right? This is the past. This is going on a journey, looking at going on a journey, deciding to move forward, and then the walking away. Wow. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just expand a little bit on these cards. I don't always read the description of the cards, but when I do, it's usually because they're new. Anyway. All right, so these are other new cards, but they have a 78 card deck, kind of like tarot, regular tarot. They're a little bit different. They're meant to be read upright only, but I always read reversals. So just thought I'd let you know. These are Archangel cards. Okay, let's talk about the Goddess of the Moon, what we are unable to see. The Leap of Faith, Archangel Metatron. So upright, it's believing in yourself, listening to your heart, and doing what gives you joy. So there may be some resistance to do that. Am I really, because of the blocked intuition? So the guidance would be to wait and resolve the anxiety, and then you can receive the messages again clearly. If the messages are muddled, that means that we're focused or we're worried or something is keeping us from our higher self, from our purpose. And that's that feeling of anxiety, like right in here, to get that resolved. Okay, what's going on? Is this mine? Is this somebody else's? Is it something that I can control? Is it something I just need to give back to somebody? Because sometimes it's a real simple fix. Sometimes it's just being afraid. Sometimes it's feeling guilty. Sometimes, yeah, it's all these things. And many times it's, well, let's get a card on that. Let's see what comes out. So anxiety, this would be the past. It's death. This is peace. Is Archangel Azrael. It's death and rebirth. It's a peace card. So release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So releasing the things we can't change, changing the things we can, and saying there's better for me. It's death and rebirth. Being afraid, the first card, not being able to see, but knowing it needs to be released. It needs to be released. If I release it, what will happen? Then I won't have the anxiety, number one. Sometimes that fear, that feeling of anxiety, we're so used to it that how would it feel not to have it? Just letting go. will free you. And letting positive energy flow in that space is opening the space for something positive to come in and stay there and create. And therefore we can create from there much easier. Okay, so we're going to look at the journey card, and this is you now, right? So this is the Ten of Wands reversed. And this talks about asking your angels to help you with the burdens that you are carrying. Now, because this is reversed, this journey is going to help you release that because you're choosing another path, okay? Okay, and you're going towards something new and leaving something else behind. This is all about leaving the old behind. It's like shedding the skin, shedding what no longer serves, whether it's physical, emotional, or like an addiction or something, or yeah. So let's talk about walking away again, okay? Oh, also, this is about, having delegated some of this, giving it back to those who should be the ones carrying it instead of you. Or just plain not making it your burden anymore, Aquarius. There's something that came through on that. It's none of my business of what you think of me. So at some point, people are going to think what they're going to think anyway. So you might as well be free. Because people that have major judgments on others will always have judgments on others. And it's not like those people you can't make happy. And I hear you saying, I know that. But I know somebody needs to hear that, because nothing may have changed the situation, but that person that's choosing to judge. Okay? Okay. So let's look at walking away. This is the activation. Eight of Michael, walking away. And this is the card of anxiety. Again, walking away from the anxiety. Michael says, and this is the Eight of Swords, right? Opening the gate. See, it's another gate. You can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation. Not seeing things clearly. You cannot see things clearly behind that gate and being blindfolded and not connecting to your higher self. Walking away and going through, look at, they both have gates and fences. Okay. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more tarot on what Aquarius needs to know about this challenge here. Oh, okay, let's take this here. Page of Wands. So this is moving forward with passion and new ideas and creative opportunities, okay? This is moving forward in passion. Being all fired up, right? This is also here as doing whatever you can not to be back here. This is not repeating the same pattern of loss and being shut out and feeling on the outside. Feeling not good enough. Getting past the anxiety and the bad dreams and the fear and the sitting up at night not being able to sleep. Walking away from that. Walking away from those that you cannot work with. Walking away from those that will not work with you. Do not appreciate your gifts, your talents, and how you can take something and make anything out of it. Do not appreciate the way you manifest and learn. Okay, I'm just trying to be directed what to go to. Let's let the cards talk, sorry. I communicate with compassion. Compassion. That means, caring about compassion is feeling for other people. Having compassion for others. it isn't doing for others. It's actually wanting to do the right thing by others, having compassion for people's feelings. And hang on a second. I relate in peace. There's a second card about peace. I relate in peace. I offer words of good intent. So compassion. So relating it with compassion, she has a bowl on her lap and she has green. Green is always about, for me, about kind of healing in the heart. And, it's kind of like connecting with nature in a way. What does that have to do with anything, Mary? Well, nature lets things be, okay? Nature is like you do the best you can to be considerate of other people, but you can't please everyone, right? You can't please everyone. Therefore, you relate the most you can in peaceful thoughts and peaceful words. And all you can do is offer good intent. It is somebody's responsibility, the way they think about you and the way they take it. It's not your problem. And there's this thing of just release that. See, this guy, look, coming in peace. Look at the hands just releasing that. What you make of it, what anybody else makes of it is not up to you. It's up to them, how they respond to something. That's not your part of the burden. In fact, it's not your burden at all. Your burden is how you relate to things, what you decide to be involved in, and knowing when to walk away and freeing yourself. This is not only freeing yourself in a journey and maybe a physical situation, but it's also freeing your mind so you don't stay there once you leave. Your mind is free. Your emotions are free to heal, to be who you are. Okay, do we need one more card? And this is going to take courage because it's something that the anxiety has kept somebody stuck here for a while. So accept the opportunity that is being offered. Take that door, open the gate, just step through it. Just start. Just start, whatever that means to you. I don't know. There's an opportunity. It might be worth considering. Aquarius, I love you. It's just a new path. You're amazing and you're resilient and you always see the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture here? Don't get caught down on the little mundane stuff. Something bigger. It's about you moving forward and you having peace in your life. Minimum. And walking your path. This is your activation. It's a door. It's a door. It's a gate. Actually, many gates. Okay. It's peace. Resolving the anxiety. Resolving the feeling of being stuck. New course. New journey. Leaving behind old. Changing that which needs to be changed. Leaving the burdens behind. It's something that you might have been asking for. So, take care. Bye-bye.